right, so we've been talking about positive and negative numbers, and we've plotted them on number lines. We talked about number lines. If I had a horizontal number line, so a number line that went straight across, and this is 0. Which side's positive, which side's negative? That's correct. This is positive. And if I had a vertical number line, which is positive, which is negative? Top's positive. Think of a temperature gauge. Or a thermometer that you'd see on a wall, not the circle thermometers that go around in a circle, but an old mercury thermometer. Up is positive, down is negative. Okay, so if we take both of these number lines and put them together, that's where we get coordinate planes. Let's see here. So with your coordinate planes, the horizontal number line is the x-axis. All right, x-axis. The vertical will be the y-axis. So this is the exact same way as Jeremiah just told us with these right here. The rights are the positive, and the lefts are positives, and the left are the negatives. Okay? Same way it is with the regular number line. And then the vertical number line is the y-axis. Jeremiah just told us that. It was the y-axis. Okay, so this is the up and down is the y-axis. The ups are the positives. And downs are negatives. And where the two number lines intersect, we're going to call this the origin. So think about, if you watch any comic book hero movies or, superhero movies, they have their origin story. And that's usually, everybody knows what Spider-Man's origin story. What's Spider-Man's origin story? How did he become a Spider-Man?
He got bit by a radioactive spider.
Miles Morales got bit by a radioactive spider. Or Peter Parker, whichever one. He got bit by a radioactive spider. That's when he became Spider-Man, right? That's the origin. Very beginning. Before he was just, Miles Morales, or he was Peter Parker, or I can't remember the name of the other Spider-Mans in the Spider-Verse, the little Spider-Ham, whatever he was before he was, but they all had an origin story, and that's where they started. And so think of that when you think of where these start. They start at the origin, the very beginning. Okay, and the origin is located at 0, 0. Okay, so 0, 0 is not positive. It is not negative, right? 0 is neither positive nor negative. It is just 0. It's kind of like the fence. So if you have a next door neighbor and there's a fence between you and your next door neighbor's house, that fence is nobody's. Well, I mean, it might belong to somebody, but that's the starting line, right? If you go on one side, you're in your yard. If you go on the other side, you're in your neighbor's yard. But that fence is that boundary. That's the origin. And it's not positive, it's not negative, it's nothing. All right. A coordinate plane has 4 quadrants. And if anybody's just getting in here, we're on page 70. I had one more just pop in. We're on page 70 right now. It's page 70, Intro to Coordinate Planes. A coordinate plane has 4 quadrants. Okay, so if I draw a number line and another number line, okay, we have 4 quadrants here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is our origin right here at 0. Quadrants are numbered with Roman numerals in a C formation. Okay, that's the letter C. And what does that mean? Is we start here and we go around this way. We're going counterclockwise is another way to think of it. The opposite way that an analog clock would do. So, you know, my watch, the numbers go around this way. Counterclockwise is the opposite way. So we start in this corner where the 1s through 3 are, and we go in the opposite direction for this right here. So quadrants are numbered with Roman numerals in a C formation. So quadrant 1, that's a positive I there. Quadrant 1 is positive, positive. It's quadrant 1. I like my eyes to look like that. Quadrant 2 is negative, positive. Quadrant 2. Quadrant 3 is negative, negative. And quadrant 4 is positive, negative. This is IV. Give me a thumbs up when you have all this written down. All right, I got a couple with it written down. Here I am, Melissa have it. Shada has it. Macy's got it. Dodrell's got it. Jeremiah's got it. Jamarion's got it. Julian's got it. All right. The other ones, I think y'all may be still getting the notes from up top, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep on moving. Go ahead and get those notes down though. Page 70. All right. So let's talk about this for a minute. What these things mean. Okay. So let's just let's see here. All right. Good deal. Got Lorena gotten it, or has it? Sorry. All right, so, excuse me. Let's see what these positive and negatives mean, okay? So, this is the x-axis. I'm going to put an X here. And this is the y-axis. I'm going to put a Y up here, okay? If, when you're working on some of this stuff in your book, if there's one of these, or whenever we all get to eventually come back to school or you're working these out in the book or whatever, if you want to put the X and the Y on your coordinate planes to keep everything straight, by all means do it. Okay? So, looking at this horizontal number line, which side is positive and which side is negative? On the horizontal number line? What's the right side?
Motion again.
This number line, this horizontal number line, which side is positive?
The right.
The right. Right. So that's where this first one comes from. This is positive, and then this next number, because this is positive. So everything that's going to be in this section where this I is, that Roman numeral 1, is going to have a positive X and a positive Y. Same thing for this quadrant 2. We went to the left side of this number line, but we're still at the top of this one. So the X is negative and the Y is positive. Down here, we're to the left and down, so everything's negative. And over here, we're to the right, which is positive, and down, which is negative, okay? We're gonna work a couple of these out so you'll be able to get an idea on how they work. Ordered pairs. Are called this because you plot the points in order, okay? X is always first, Y is always second. On this two-dimensional shape here, this that we have, X is first, then Y is second. And you can think about that, how the alphabet goes. X, Y, Z. X is first, Y is second. Okay? So this is your X, and this is always your Y. This is always X, this is always Y. If you are writing an ordered pair down and you get them mixed up, guess what? You're wrong. Okay? Even if you got the correct numbers, you're wrong. Because the first one is always X and the second one is always Y. So what you do when you're plotting points, or when we're putting points on a graph or a coordinate plane, you go across to the X. I'm going to show you how this works. And then you go up or down to the Y. Think of this like stairs. Stairs, you know, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. When you're walking on stairs, you're making motion to the side, and you're making either up or down motions. Everybody give me a thumbs up when you have this. And we'll look at these examples. All right, good, good. 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 Got it, Jeremiah? Marie and Julian? All right. I think that's most of the people have that. Jamarion. All right. So I'm going to move this sheet down. Let's look at this this example here. Okay. It's a little bit blurry right now on my end. but we're gonna look at this. So right here, which order pair corresponds to point T in this example? Hopefully you have your books out. You're looking at this in your books because it's a little bit blurry on the document camera. The video, it's clear, but the document camera is a little blurry. So we have -3, 3, -3, +3, 3, -3, and then 3, 3. Okay? So we're going to put all these points on this right here. Okay, there's T already down there. So we need to plot these points so that we can see which one corresponds with T. So that means it is in the same spot as T. All right? So our first one is -3, 3. Well, right here is how we, and number 6 is how we plot our points. So first we're going to go across for the X. The X is our first number right here. So -3 is -3 to the left or the right of the origin. You always start at 0 unless they tell you otherwise. Okay, when you're actually putting points, you start at 0. There's other things that may have you move around, but starting at 0 when you're plotting points like this. So starting at the origin, which way do I go for -3, left or right? Left. So I go, and it's going to be each one of these little lines, okay? They're numbered on this. -1's not there, but that's because 0 is kind of in the way. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm at -3. And then we're going to either go up or down for Y. So Y is another -3. So which direction is -3? On the Y-axis, the up and down one.
Down.
Down, correct. So negatives are down. So from here, we're starting right here, where we had stopped at the X. We're going to go down 3, okay? That's 1, 2, 3. And see, I'm across from this 3. So this spot right there, that is A, okay? Next, we're going to do B. -3 is left or right? Left. So 1, 2, 3. And then +3 for the Y is up or down? 1, 2, 3. So right here where P is at, that is also B. Okay? So now C and D. I want y'all to plot C and D for me. I'm going to give y'all 2 minutes when my clock reaches 8:26. Maybe a minute and a half because it just hit 8:25. All right, it's 8:26. Let's go ahead and look at these. So C, where am I going to go for my X on C? Left or right?
You said which one?
C, am I going to go left or right? And then how many places do I go?
You're gonna go. You said C, right?
C, as in Charlie, cat.
Oh, you're gonna go 3. Well, can you just? It doesn't really matter. Like you have to go to the side then up, right?
Yeah.
It's just in 3.
So yeah, you do the side to side first, and then you do the up and down because we're gonna start with the first one and then the second one.
Go right.
So I go to the right 3. That's correct. 1, 2, 3, and then where am I gonna go for the next number for C?
You're gonna go up.
Now look at that. Is that a positive or negative 3?
Positive.
Negative.
Negative on C. On C, it's a negative 3.
Why am I still looking at D?
I don't know. We're looking at C as in Charlie, not dog. But yeah,
I'm still at B for some reason.
yeah, C. So we're gonna go down for that. 1, 2, 3. Well, look at that. C is actually at T. So C is our answer. But since we're here anyways, let's go ahead and plot D. Which direction do I go for D? Go ahead and tell me both directions.
You go to the right,
Okay?
and then you can go up 3.
1, 2, 3.
To the right 3 and go up 3.
Yep, that's correct. So basically we made a big box with our letters. But yes, that is exactly how that's worked. Okay? Good job.
That's what Miss Shepherd's class, we would have each our group, and then our own group had to make the shape that we were assigned. We had to create them to change.
Well, good, because I think we're going to be doing some stuff very similar to that. Did y'all just work in the first quadrant with the positive numbers, or did y'all do positive and negatives?
We did positive. We just did.
Yeah, I think they have y'all. So I'm glad that you remembered that they taught you that, because we are going to get that back. And a lot of times I have kids, they act like they've never seen a coordinate plane in their life. And even last year, I had students in 7th grade acting like they didn't know how to plot points on a coordinate plane. And so I pulled out my anchor chart from 6th grade when I taught those exact same kids, and I was like, yes, you did, because I taught it to you. But thank you for retaining that knowledge. It helps you a lot if you try to remember what you've learned in school, at least with math. It helps a lot because it just all builds on each other. So we're going to be doing the exact same things. Go to page 74. We're going to work on 1 through 8 together. I'm going to go ahead and stop my video.